I was told of a house where no one progresses, no matter what happens. Once anyone gets to the peak of success, something happens and the person comes back to the family house to start life all over again. I was also informed that in that family, there have been recent cases of untimely deaths that are not supposed to occur. A recent death that occurred, which made the whole extended family finally decide to seek help, was the death of their daughter in school. She was struggling to turn on the gas when the fire from the gas cylinder exploded, burning her face and part of her body. 2 days after that explosion, she died. I was invited to the family after a fellow referred them to me. I took interest in their story because the girl who had died was a very young lady. When I got to their house, I sensed it immediately. The practice of witchcraft was in the atmosphere, but I couldn't speak until they had told me their story. They said after hearing of the gas explosion, the mother of the girl collapsed and was rushed to the hospital as well. And with the way things were going, they were scared. I told them it was witchcraft and somebody who was practicing it was in the house. But I couldn't tell who because none of them had any signs yet. I obtained permission to look around, and while looking around, I was led to the ceiling by a spiritual odor. The access panel had a strong presence of witchery, and I asked someone to climb up and see what was there. They climbed, and the whole ceiling was searched. A plate containing 18 fresh oranges was on the ceiling, with one out of those fresh oranges completely rotten and the next in line beginning to rot as well. The oranges were brought down, and I asked how many people were occupying the family house. It took numbers, and there were 18 in total, including the young lady who had just died. The father of the girl muttered immediately, "So the rotten orange is my daughter, and the one about to rot is my wife. Others are fresh." I told him he was right. That was clearly the sign. I told him we could destroy the oranges and plate, and the person would die instantly. But the family agreed to a different approach. However, a 13-year-old girl who was present, a daughter to one of the brothers, began to cry. She said she didn't want to die and that she was scared. She confessed to being the witch who had placed the items on the roof, revealing that the fruit had been on the ceiling for 3 years, with each orange representing someone in the family. And every year, someone is expected to die as well. I took the oranges with me, and we sliced them into 12 pieces each. I poured some spiritual herbs on them, used pins on all the sliced oranges, and we buried them in different corners of the building. The same herb was administered to the daughter, too. Disconnect her from the coven she belonged to. I left the house shocked at the extent witches can go to achieve their aims. The girl will likely face stigma for a long time, and there's little I can do to change that. What I could do, I did. I leave the rest to God and the family. The oranges remained, fresh until that day because they were being sustained by dark forces. My name is Speed, and I have the rare ability to see, feel, and communicate with strange beings without any harm. Please subscribe to my channel for more true life experiences like this one.